The Evergreen State is most recognized for its most significant metropolis, Seattle, and has a staggering amount of gorgeous attractions. Whether you want to walk up to waterfalls, admire snow-capped mountains from afar, or spend the day on islands off the coast, Washington has it all. In the Pacific Northwest, it's simple to fill your vacation with metropolitan life, world-class attractions, national parks, and more. Plan your next vacation itinerary with this list of the greatest locations to visit in Washington State. Here's that list of best places to visit in Washington State. 1. Lake Chelan. Lake Chelan, located at the base of Washington's North Cascades mountain range, is a Pacific Northwest destination for sightseeing, outdoor activities, and wine sampling. The region's vineyards are a big draw, and you can spend a day sipping and exploring at destinations like Vin du Lac Winery, Karma Vineyards, and Melisoni Vineyards. Ride a seaplane that takes off and landings in the lake, or try water skiing during the summer months for a closer look at the spectacular natural terrain. Hiking opportunities abound, and a variety of independent eateries provide farm-to-table cuisine on historic Main Street. 2. Columbia River Gorge. The Columbia River Gorge is located south of the Rattlesnake Hills, in the heart of the Columbia River Plateau. The gorge passes through the Cascade Mountains, defining the state line between Washington and Oregon, and offers breathtaking views from above. Multnomah Falls, which cascade right into the gorge at one point, only adds to the natural beauty of this location. Driving down State Route 14 from the Washington side is one of the greatest ways to see the Columbia River Gorge, pausing at the many picturesque vantage spots for photography. 3. Spokane. Spokane is Washington's second largest city, behind Seattle, and is located near the Idaho border in the state's eastern region. In Spokane, you may stroll along the banks of the gorgeous Spokane River and explore Riverfront Park, which hosted the 1974 World's Fair. The John F. Finch Arboretum, the Northwest Museum of Arts and Culture, and Spokane Falls are among the city's prominent attractions. You might also wish to visit one of the city's popular golf courses or go on a tasting tour of one of the many breweries that have recently opened in Spokane. 4. Snoqualmie Falls. Snoqualmie Falls is a 268-feet waterfall in the northwest United States, located between Snoqualmie and Falls City, Washington, on the Snoqualmie River. It is one of Washington's most prominent picturesque sites, and its appearance in the cult television series Twin Peaks has made it internationally famous. Every year, around 1.5 million people visit the falls, which include a 2-acre park, an observation deck, and a gift store. The river is channeled to the power plants for the most part, but at times it is high enough to pour across the entire precipice, creating a blinding spray. Following a period of heavy rainfall or snow, followed by mild rainy weather, high water arises. This is more likely to happen during the rainy season, which runs from November to March. The falls take on a curtain-like appearance at high water. Snoqualmie Falls is vital to the culture, beliefs, and spirituality of the Snoqualmie people, who have resided in the Snoqualmie Valley in western Washington since time immemorial. The falls are the area where Moon the Transformer formed first woman and first man, and where prayers were taken up to the Creator by enormous mists that rise from the mighty flow. According to the Snoqualmie, the mists coming from the waterfall's base are thought to function as a conduit between heaven and earth. For their relationship with the Snoqualmie people's beliefs, the falls were initially nominated for the National Register of Historic Places in 1992 as a traditional cultural property. Puget Sound Energy, the property owner, however, objected to the listing. The falls were later confirmed to be suitable for inclusion in the National Register of Historic Places. The owners withdrew their complaint, and the falls were officially included in the National Register on September 2, 2009. The Snoqualmie Indian tribe paid $125 million for the Salish Lodge and 45 acres of adjacent land in October 2019. 5. North Cascades National Park. The North Cascades National Park in Washington contains more than half of all the glaciers in the continental United States. The park is also home to a diverse range of species, including grizzly bears, gray wolves, and lynx. Hike or drive to Mount Baker, a volcano in the North Cascades, for an unrivaled perspective of Mount Shuksan, probably North America's most photographed peak. You may do alpine climbing and backcountry camping within the national park, but you can also go on shorter day hikes and mountain biking paths during the summer. 6. The San Juan Islands. The San Juan Islands are located to the north of Puget Sound, near British Columbia. Despite their proximity to Canada, they are part of the United States, specifically Washington State. The San Juan Islands are a welcoming getaway and an escape from the stresses of everyday life, with a diverse range of outdoor activities set against a gorgeous backdrop. You can go ocean kayaking, go on tours to see orca whales in their native habitats, eat fresh seafood, or stroll around the San Juan Island National Historical Park. Friday Harbor and Rocher Harbor are the two main destinations for dining, shopping, and sightseeing, as well as commercial flights, boat arrivals, and museums. 7. Olympic National Park. Try the Olympic National Park if you want to witness a lush green rainforest and a craggy mountain range all in one place. The Hoh Rainforest, where you may observe herds of elk wandering the landscape or embark on a hard walk to the summit of Mount Olympus, is one of the highlights of a visit to the Olympic National Park. Admire the summer wildflowers of Hurricane Ridge or walk through cliffs and sea caves in Cape Flattery for a less demanding trip. The park's Lake Crescent offers clear blue water and magnificent landscape, while the coastal strip offers some of the most breathtaking vistas you can see right from your car. 8. Mount St. Helens National Volcanic Monument. Mount St. Helens National Volcanic Monument is located in southwest Washington and commemorates the 1980 volcanic explosion. Mount St. Helens, a day trip from Seattle but also a great destination to stay for a few nights, has a multitude of interesting and scenic attractions for visitors. Don't miss the Mount St. Helens Visitor Center at Silver Lake, which offers tours and dining options with a view of the volcano, or the Hofstadt Bluffs Visitor Center, which offers tours and dining options with a view of the volcano. The Johnston Ridge Observatory offers amazing views of Mount St. Helens North Side as well as a large visitor center. 9. Seattle. Seattle is the capital of Washington State, the seat of King County, the largest metropolis in the Pacific Northwest, and one of the country's largest and wealthiest cities. Seattle is a major port of entry as well as an air and sea gateway to Asia and Alaska. It is located along Puget Sound, a deep inland arm of the northern Pacific Ocean, and is in the heart of a conurbation that is roughly defined by Everett to the north, Bellevue to the east, and Tacoma to the south. On November 13, 1851, the city was founded in what is now West Seattle. The following year, it was transferred across Elliott Bay, near a Duwamish Indian community. It was named after Native American leader Seattle, who was the chief of the Duwamish, Suquamish, and other Puget Sound tribes. The densely forested Olympic Peninsula and the Cascade Range surround the city, providing areas of outstanding natural beauty. Its urban core, which is dominated by large skyscrapers that overlook Elliott Bay and complemented by the city's numerous parks and neighborhoods, is very attractive. Seattle, like other western cities in the United States, has access to a vast hinterland that stretches all the way east to the Great Plains of Montana. Seattle has risen to take on international economic importance as a result of its status as one of the world's major centers for high-tech manufacturing and internet-based commerce, with connections to global distribution networks via road, rail, ship, and air. 1865 incorporation. 1869 incorporation. 83.9 square miles of land. 737,015. Seattle Bellevue Kent Metro Division. 3,097,632. Seattle Tacoma Bellevue Metro Area. 4,018,762. Seattle is a city with various neighborhoods and urban districts that shift from one street to the next while being close together. Some areas, particularly that southwest of the city center near the Duwamish Waterway, have an industrial feel to them, with train yards, wharves, cranes, and low-income housing projects. Others, mostly outside of the city center, are exhibits of Seattle's expanding high-tech sector's affluence. The districts of Seattle have a comfortable but not extravagant vibe, with neat family homes and townhouses populated by industrial employees, artists, professors, professionals, and that weird class of technology workers dubbed microserfs by novelist Douglas Coupland. The city is more intimately attached to its downtown region than most of its western equivalents, and much effort has been put into promoting the city center as a location to live and work. Seattle is a thriving metropolis with constant industrial, commercial, and cultural activity. Its waters are teeming with large ocean-going ships, its streets with autos, its rail lines with transcontinental freighters and passenger trains, and its skies with planes of all kinds. Despite the city's image as a financial and commercial hub, its residents place high importance on the arts, literature, sports, and other cultural activities. The city has vast arenas, multi-story bookshops, dozens of museums and galleries, and several instances of public art. The city is extremely crowded. The metropolitan region, which is loosely defined, has expanded to include previously far-flung satellites like Everett and Renton. The transition from urban to bedroom communities is the result of various economic factors, including the rapid rise in the cost of family housing within the city. Many Seattle workers have chosen to commute from communities beyond the city limits that are cheaper. 200,000 employees commuted to downtown Seattle from surrounding areas during the early 21st century, causing significant traffic and delays on interstate and regional roadways. Despite the high real estate prices, certain groups, such as young renters, continued to favor the inner city. Seattle had significant growth at the end of the 20th century, boosted by the influx of workers, many of them highly talented and educated, from all over the world, as well as from recession-prone Southern California. Growth has been such a constant theme in Seattle's history, and elsewhere in the Pacific Northwest, that regional planners have placed the city at the heart of an emerging region known as Cascadia, a corridor stretching 400 miles from Eugene, Oregon, to Vancouver, British Columbia. Cascadia's business significance is increasing year after year. Other urban growth plans include Seattle as part of a Pugatopolis conurbation that stretches southwest along Puget Sound all the way to Olympia. Despite its massive development, Seattle maintains a high level of social and public services, great schools, and a plethora of parks and greenbelts, earning it the nickname the Emerald City. It is consistently ranked as one of North America's most livable cities, and its fortunes appear to be improving despite the vicissitudes of a highly unpredictable information technology sector. 10. Mount Rainier National Park. Mount Rainier National Park, located less than an hour outside of Seattle, is centered around the towering peak of Mount Rainier, Washington's tallest mountain. This wonderful park is a popular year-round attraction, although snowy weather restricts access to some places. Fields of brilliant wildflowers and excellent hiking trails may be found in the park's Paradise region. You can drive to the park's highest viewpoint point in the Sunrise area for truly amazing views. Mountaineering and glacier climbing are two of the park's recreation possibilities, but Mount Rainier also has some easy treks. For example, the Green Lake Trail takes just over an hour and takes hikers through old-growth forests and waterfalls. If you enjoy the video, please consider subscribing for more content like this. Thanks for watching.